Hello everyone, good morning. I'm sorry I'm so late getting this video out, but here it is. So I've done 3 piles this morning, and over here I'm going to turn the entire cloth around when I actually do the reading. But if you would like to pick your pile, I've got a black Tourmaline here, pile number 1, a moss agate, pile number 2, a K2 stone, pile number 3, and if you'd like to just pause the video for just a moment, take a couple deep breaths and select your stone or your pile, and then I will go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with pile number 1, the black Tourmaline, and I will turn the cards over so that you can see them better as you're watching. And also, I'm just going to mention that I'm using Spirit of the Animals Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, Crow Tarot, and the Moon deck. So these are some decks that either I'm trying to get more familiar with, or they're decks that I'm just love. So the links for these decks will be down in the description if you're interested in getting any of these. So, okay, pile number 1. So we have got, and this week I'm doing 3 of the Crow deck. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Just taking a moment to look over the cards real quick and just get a general overall feel for them together. Okay, so for pile number 1, what I'm getting at, I'm looking at all these cards, and the general feeling I'm getting is that you've been working really hard at something, and it feels as though you've been juggling lots of things at the same time. Maybe you're feeling just a little bit overwhelmed, and it's starting to take a toll on you, both emotionally and physically, and yeah, basically, so you're juggling just a little bit too much. And what I'm getting from the cards is that actually there's going to be like there's a sense that you're going to get some help soon. So someone's coming in to help you, and this person, I feel, has a lot of information for you, and it's like almost exactly like the missing piece to the puzzle that you've been waiting for. So I'm getting a very strong masculine energy on that. Could be a male or a female, but either way, this person that's showing up to help you kind of either sort out or just assist to help you unravel these projects that you've been juggling. They have a lot of really good information to offer you at this time. So whether you take it or not is completely up to you, but I would honestly consider just at least listening to them, and they may actually physically want to help you and assist you in whatever it is that you're going through. And then the spirit cards are telling you, we've got the peacock here, and this card, I'll read it, says vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life. The more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So maybe this third person that's coming in, or this energy that's coming in to assist you, is going to help you see this in yourself. And I feel like this is an energy, if you're not already embracing this energy of be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance, I feel like this person's going to encourage you and support you to do that. But the cards are in spirit are also telling you that it's very important for you, in order to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish or get wherever you need to get to, you need to be true to yourself and hold strong to your own boundaries, your own values. But you are shining and you are inspiring, and perhaps you're shining and inspiring and you don't feel like you are, because maybe you're not getting a lot of recognition, or you don't feel like you're getting a lot of feedback, but you are being seen whether it's in your home life or your work life, you are being seen, and perhaps people just aren't speaking up and saying that. So hold on to that in your heart and be grateful. Show gratitude for that. Not everyone is really good at giving compliments or saying, hey, you inspire me. It's unfortunate, but it's just unfortunately not the general standard that we go by, but everyone's really quick to complain. I don't want to umbrella everybody, but that just seems, unfortunately, that's an imbalance in the world right now. So just understand that you are being seen, you are being valued, and you have something to offer. So definitely make sure that that shines. And then for your oracle, we have the milk and the honey. So I feel like this is going to pay off for you. There's just this beautiful energy, like the milk and the honey. These are two items that, at one time would have been luxury items, and this little elephant right here is just bathing in milk and honey. Like, the good things are going to pay off for you. There's a rainbow, there's a rainbow or a pot of gold at the end of your journey. So embrace the journey and know that something really good, like everything's going to pay off for you. And for those of you who love numbers, this is number 51. And then the moon deck is telling you, proper rest helps me feel and look my best. So this project or whatever it is that you've been working towards, that perhaps is juggling of multiple things, Spirit's telling you to take some downtime and make sure to rest, because that's when you're going to be able to clear your mind and get some good focus and your good energy. You need that rest. So, and this is number 34. So, and there's lots of roses. The roses just caught my eye. So I feel like maybe there's a renewal of romance in your life. So just a little side note on that. This isn't necessarily a romance reading, but I don't know, the roses caught my eye. When I think of roses, they make me think of romance. So yeah, that's your message for November. So hang tight, you got some help coming in, and take some time to listen to this help that's coming in. I feel like this person has a lot of wisdom through experience and knowledge to offer you, and don't forget to shine. So thank you, pile number 1. Appreciate you for tuning in today. And pile number 2, we're gonna go right into it. So you chose the moss agate, and I'm just gonna arrange the cards and show you the ones that I feel are necessary to be shown, which will be more likely than more than likely the owl cards. Oh my, okay. So these cards actually, if you're following me on social media, these cards actually showed up for some of my piles recently. So if you're getting this same pile again, if you're seeing these same cards again, just know that you need to really like take the message and run with it, because perhaps you didn't get it the first time. Okay, so we have got something's going to balance out. Perhaps you've been going through some really hard times right now, and I feel I don't mean for this to go into we're going to use the word partnership or connection, because it doesn't necessarily need to be like a romantic reading, but there is definitely a balance of male and female energy here on the table. And you've been going through something with this connection, and judgment's coming. So it's gonna all balance out. It's gonna come together. Whatever it is that's been out of balance, it's coming together. However, when I see this owl, okay, this is the card that came up a couple weeks ago. And maybe you got it, maybe you didn't, but for one, owls are one of my favorite. They represent like magic and wisdom and like really tapping into your intuition. So perhaps your gut has been telling you something all along and you're not listening to it. The one thing that this card, this was a personal card for me, but you can see through deception. So perhaps in this connection, there's some deception. And perhaps your gut has been telling you this all along. Maybe you got this card a couple weeks ago if you're getting my private readings from social media, but it's all going to balance out. That's what I'm getting from the Crow Tarot. And make room for a better life. So maybe it's time to break off this connection, as much as I hate to put that kind of energy out there. Maybe it's just time to take a break from the connection, to clear the air or clear the energy that's been built up. Maybe there's been some conflict and you just need to take a break, get grounded, pull in your own energy, and really take some time. And this person that you're in the connection with also needs to do this too. But then that we've got this card that says it's time to go. So I feel like this is pretty clear cut, and I have a feeling that most of you are going to know what this is all about. This is number 45, but Oracle is saying time to go. And I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. So this is card number 2 as well. I'm going to show that one again. Card number 2. So you have this amazing group around you. Your ancestors are with you. Perhaps this is like, if you sit back on this situation and this connection, then maybe and reflect on it. I always encourage to get a journal. Journals, to me, that's the best practice you could possibly do, because you can always go back and see how far you've come and how much progress and healing and like how much you've evolved over time. So maybe get a journal, but sit down and separate. This is a very, very good practice in general with every single step of your life. Sit back and evaluate this connection. Do your best to take your emotions and just maybe put them in your hand and set them over here. Like, the power of intention is, and imagination and intention is so much more powerful than I think a lot of people realize. But take your emotions, maybe just set them over here for just like a minute and sit with your journal, or maybe you don't have the journal, but just sit for a moment and really focus on this connection and see it for what it is without the emotions attached to the connection, just for a moment. And it's called becoming like the neutral advisor. So you're stepping out of it. You're becoming like a witness, your own self though, not another family member or your best friend who's saying, hey, maybe it's time for you to take a break from this connection. Take a step back from it and just do that yourself, because it's so empowering when you come to these realizations, and when you clear the emotions out of the way, you become less resistant to your guidance system and your ancestors and your guides and your angels who have been with you all along. And perhaps they've been kind of nudging you in their own way to hear the messages, to hear the guidance, to really pay attention to the gut feelings that you're getting. So this is a really interesting reading, and I give, if you are going through this may not be for you. Just because you pick the pile doesn't necessarily mean it is for you. If you're not struggling in your connection, then please know that it just, maybe you picked the wrong pile, and if you had a second choice, go into the next reading or the last reading. But if this is you, I'm sending you lots of strength and clarity at this time to really get grounded and really touch in base to yourself and your heart space to get the wisdom and guidance that you need to navigate through this time. So if you'd like to further, if this is you and you'd like to further the reading, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, and I can pull some more cards that are a little bit more personal to you and your individual situation. So there'll be information for that down in the description box. So okay, so the last pile number 3, is the K2 stone, and then we're going to set that aside and just give me a moment to arrange the cards and just get an overall feel for what I have on the table here. Okay. So, and what I've been doing is kind of looking at the tarot on my own, getting the feel, and then showing the oracle cards as needed. So we have, this is a pretty powerful reading. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a new beginning, and it's something to do with your home life. So we have a new beginning at home, something to do with work, perhaps you're starting a new job. I keep feeling like there's a sense of returning to something as well, and that this connection, whether it's a connection to a job, an employer, a connection to a friend, a family member, reconnecting. The standard card for reconnection is not on the table. However, it's an overwhelming feeling that I'm feeling, and that it's a divine connection. Whatever it is, it's divine. So this is something that you arranged on a soul level to either help you grow or evolve and learn as a soul. It looks like there's a new beginning here. The only sense of caution that I'm going to throw out there is that this divine connection, whatever it may be, again, could be career related, friends, family members, romantic, there's codependency is the word that I'm looking for. So I can't say that this is the best connection. There may be still some progress that needs to be taking place though between this to learn and grow as a soul. I feel like there's going to be a sense of power for you and self-reliance. So one of the oracle cards that are here is the snow leopard. Self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. And peace from the oracle. And this is going to be number 23, peace. And it is safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. 36. So perhaps you have somebody returning into your life, wants a brand new start with you. Or perhaps you have a job offer, or you're considering going back to a job that I feel like this is not a positive connection, honestly. I'm not getting a good feeling from this connection. This is basically telling me that there's something about this connection that helps you learn to stand on your own 2 feet and rely on yourself. I don't feel like you are going to be at peace in your mind and your body and your soul if you were to entertain this connection, whatever it may be. And that if you were to consider other options or just stay alone for a bit and really focus on your own well-being, you're going to find a lot more peace and satisfaction when you decide to put yourself back out there again. Again, could be career related, could be with a friend, a family member. I think it's time to take a moment and just really reflect on your own and go kind of within. And you're holding back with something you're holding back. And I believe that it's time to really put that, whatever it is that's holding you back, it's a feeling, it's a part of you, it's something very close to home, and it's personal, it's very personal to you, and you're putting this part of yourself out there, and it's safe for you to do this at this time. So don't hold back, don't be your true authentic self. Tap into your heart space and be the person that you are, because the right people will be there and surround you, and you will, when you're putting out that energy of exactly who you are and true authenticity to yourself, you're going to attract people into your life, or the job into your life, that is true and authentic for you and for what you need in your life at that time. So whatever's coming back, if somebody returns or you have a job offer, I would discourage, based on what the cards are saying, I would consider other options. Whether or not you choose, that's of course up to your own self. You have your own personal reasons, but that's what I'm getting from the cards, and that you are very strong and very self-reliant, and I believe that if you were to consider the next thing that's coming, you're going to have a lot more peace from that. And I keep hearing rebirth as well. So I feel like if you are expressing yourself in that authentic way, you're going to have a rebirth. And again, you're going to attract exactly what your soul in your heart is, your path. It's going to put you right on your path to attract everything that you need at this time. So and as with all my readings, if you want to go into something further that's more personal for you, I will take a picture of these spreads, and if you feel like I didn't quite hit it on the nail for you and you want to go a little further, then you can reach out to me. I'm going to put all the information down in the description box below, how to find these cards, how to contact me if you would like a personal or a one-on-one reading, if you want me to go further with any of the cards at all. And I am really grateful for everybody tuning in and checking out this reading. I'm just getting started, so I really appreciate, I'm just getting started putting myself out there and reading for more than just myself. So I really appreciate if you tuned in, and if you got anything from this, please comment below or subscribe to the channel. I really hope to do more with my YouTube platform. So again, thank you so much. Much gratitude.